It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
All right. Well, Drea has her new show out on the Zeus Network. It's called Doses of Drea. And one thing that was addressed, and this clip has been making the rounds, if you guys remember last year, she was on the Weed and Wine podcast with Stilo Brim and Chris, and she was talking about Tory and Megan Thee Stallion and all of that, and she said some controversial things. She made a bad joke, and here she is discussing the fallout from that joke when she finds out that she got dropped as an ambassador for Fendi.
It's just a joke, but we got you see the aftermath. And I saw the apology, and
immediately.
I know.
Apologize immediately.
And I addressed that. I said, look, there's been apologies. She did not mean it. I mean, people don't think a lot of people that work with you know that you didn't intend it that way, but you did make a poor joke. Poor taste, yes. And people have to do what they have to do to protect themselves. If you hadn't apologized or you're sitting here saying it's just a joke, then yes, we'd have problems, but I know that you get it. So we just have to move on. But that is going to be the consequence of this one.
And you knew this already, days ago?
I knew on Friday.
Damn, they didn't even sleep on it.
Sheesh. So she got dropped right away, even though she apologized. It was a poor joke. And truthfully, sometimes there are consequences when you say something. A company might choose not to work with you anymore, and they have the right to do that.
Yeah. That's what I say, we talk about freedom of speech, but there is no freedom of speech. There's a price to every word that comes out of your mouth, and just because you have freedom of speech doesn't mean you're free of the consequences of said speech. It's really just up to, your business partners or the corporations you with. That's all.
All right, now, Nicki Minaj and Piers Morgan went back and forth on social media. It all started, Dr. Fauci also did clear up some misinformation about the COVID vaccine, and he said that it does not actually cause impotence or it doesn't cause any damage to anybody's testicles. Well, then it turned into this whole back and forth with Nicki Minaj and Piers Morgan. Now, the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson was asked about Nicki Minaj in a press conference, and he said he's not as familiar with the works of Nicki Minaj as I probably should be. And she went on Twitter, and she did her British accent on Twitter. She said, I love him, even though I guess this was a diss. The accent, ugh, yes, boo. Send this to the Prime Minister and let him know how they lied on me. I forgive him, no one else, only him. And then Piers Morgan jumped in. And he said, Professor Whitty beefing with the ghastly Nicki Minaj, one of the rudest little madams I've ever met, is not the breaking news that I expected today, but it's most welcome. She's peddling lies that will cost lives. Now, Nicki responded to Piers Morgan, sir, I've never met you. I know we all look alike. Rudest little madam. I like it. Has a special ring to it. Thanks, Piers. Love the accent. I'd love to come chat. Scones, tea, clown nose, and big red shoes for you. Let me know, babe. And he said, Madam, we met on America's Got Talent when you appeared as a guest act, but you refused to say hello to my 3 young sons because you were too busy. Oh, and it's Piers. I know. We Brit names all sound alike. And she said, stop effing lying. I never turn down pics with kids. If a middle person told you that, they were out of line. Don't blame me, you stupid piece of ish. Why is everybody going at Nicki Minaj right now on social media?
I don't know, but I know the way that Dr. Fauci and all them handled it is the way that you should handle it. They handled it exactly how they should handle it. She said something she heard from her cousin's friend. She said she didn't know. She said people should do their research, so they gave her the research. Simple as that.
All right, now Barry Hankerson has recently done an interview. He talked to Dr. Oz. He sat down with Dr. Oz.
Who's Barry Hankerson for people that don't know?
Now, Barry Hankerson is Aaliyah's uncle. And I was going to say that because obviously we've been hearing a lot of things about Aaliyah right now with the R. Kelly trial happening in Brooklyn. Just recently one of his former backup dancers said she saw him sexually assault Aaliyah when she was 14 years old. Well, Barry Hankerson is now saying that he was unaware of those things, and here's what he said.
Were you aware of the issues going on with R. Kelly when they were going on?
No, didn't have a clue. Completely ignorant to it.
Do you think anyone in the family was?
Yes, I think my sister knew a lot more than what we thought she knew.
Oh, wow.
And he's talking about Aaliyah's mother when he referred to his sister.
I don't even like this conversation. She's not here anymore. We shouldn't even be talking about that. It's nothing that happened.
Well, it's hard because he's on trial right now.
Yeah, but she's
and
not
so
here.
The reason these allegations are coming up is if she was underage at the time and people witnessed this and saw this and what he's on trial for relates to this.
30 other accusers, though, and she's not here. You just kind of just want to let her rest in peace.
But if you want justice, you kind of have to make sure. And it's unfortunate that this all has to happen. All right. Well, that is your rumor report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee. Now, shout to Revolt. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody else, the People's Choice Mix is up next. Get your request in. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.